Hello there everybody, how's it going? This is Moldavia here, and Happy New Year! It's been quite a while since I've last made a video. I'd like to apologise for that. I've been very busy over the Christmas period. I've had a lot of work to do for my Masters, and I've valued my Christmas holiday quite a lot in that I wanted to spend time with my family, also my other half who I rarely see, and that sort of jazz. So this is just going to be a very quick update video. To discuss a couple of things, including EU4, but also quite a lot of other things here. I've just got a random game here where I've been playing as the Great Horde, and basically I'm just going to have this going on in the background whilst I'm going to chat here. So basically, to summarise what's going to be happening is there's going to be a little bit of a change in that I'm going to be starting a new European vs. 4 playthrough. The playthrough for Austria is actually going to come to an end here, in that basically... Well, it was a tough playthrough. We had to play through a couple of the bugs, but also I've decided that I want to play in the most recent patch. So I want to upgrade to patch 1.24, and obviously you can't continue with a previous playthrough from patch 1.23 if you upgrade to patch 1.24. The other thing that I have done, however, is I've also succumbed to the inevitable and had to go out, well, not had to, but chosen to go and buy a couple of DLCs for EU4. So I've bought Conquest of Paradise, I've bought Common Sense, and I've bought Art of War. So I've bought those 3 DLCs, I'll list them in the description below if you missed that. So I bought those 3 DLCs, and I'm quite keen to get going with those DLCs, including the ability to obviously develop your provinces and stuff like that. A lot of good stuff involved in the DLCs, also the Religious Leagues War and stuff like that, which is currently going on over here. Well, it's not actually going on, but everybody has chosen their sides here. I've chosen the Catholic side for a reason that I will show you in just a second. But, so, EU4 is going to be carrying on this channel. I'm going to be starting a brand new playthrough for EU4. Not sure what I'm going to do yet. I'm probably going to play over in this area, which is where the Great Horde is and stuff like that. Playing as the Hordes, I have to say, is absolutely hysterical and is a lot of fun. The tribal conquest CVs and tribal feuds are absolutely brilliant. It allows you to just ransack your opponents and basically grow quite quickly. And I'm not that much of a great player, I have to admit, but I'm quite proud of my Great Horde empire over here. Well, it's not quite an empire; it's close. It's still a kingdom, but I'm very close to being able to upgrade to empire here. And I'm quite proud of this at the moment. Russia has formed. However, I've been taking chunks out of Russia quite nicely here. It's currently allied to Austria, which is really, really annoying. But it made the mistake of, well, it's not a mistake. It's what it did do was it supported Sweden's independence, and basically what happened was Sweden gained independence from Denmark, and then Sweden decided it wanted half of Russia's land, and so the alliance broke there. These two ended up fighting each other. And then I just sort of came in here from the south and took a whole pile of land from the Russians here and went down that route. I'm pretty close to Moscow. I'm actually bordered with Moscow, but I've taken a couple of the other provinces here, including Nizhny Novgorod and things like that. And I wonder if this is the biggest Moldavia you've ever seen. Not entirely sure. Protestant Moldavia as well, you have to say that. The Reformation in this game was really odd, in that they spawned over here in what is basically Teutonic Order and Poland area. Because Krakow is here. This is actually a Polish province at the start of the game. So for some reason it spawned over there. Heck knows why. But France is getting its butt kicked despite conquering quite a lot of land over here in this area. And Prussia actually formed as well. AI Prussia actually formed. I'm currently allied to Kebab. I'm also allied to Bohemia, who is the emperor of the HRE over this way. And Moldavia is on march. So this is quite a good playthrough, actually. I'm looking to probably play in this sort of area for my next playthrough. Not sure whether it's going to be as the Great Horde. I'm quite tempted by the idea of Muscovy, but I'm thinking about certainly playing over in this eastern area over here, because it is rather fun, to say the very least. Perhaps as Uzbek or someone like that. Heaven knows, maybe Kazan, I don't know. But I'm tempted to play in this area here, so stay tuned for that. I will be starting a new playthrough in patch 1.24 with those 3 DLCs installed, and we'll see how we get on. And I'm also going to try to finally finish the Age of Empires 3 playthrough that I'm running on my channel, with a view to eventually starting a new playthrough with a different game. It's a game I've already played on the channel. It's a game I've not played for a long time, but was hoping to maybe bring it back and have a little bit of fun with it. And I was hoping to play the original Sims. That was what I was looking to do. Anybody remember The Sims? I have the deluxe edition and things like that on PC. I've actually managed to get it working on this computer of mine here, and we're going to see whether we can play some fun games with The Sims, something a little bit different as opposed to a strategy game, more along the lines of just chill, relax, create a sim, and maybe try not to get them burned or try not to set the kitchen on fire, that sort of thing. So I was thinking about running EU4 and The Sims on my channel alongside a few sort of extra videos. I'm going to be trying to upload some Airport City stuff as well and that sort of jazz. Going to try and work with that and see what happens. And, well, I've been given some more encouragement to do Airport City, but unfortunately it's just been difficult to find the time to record. I'm apologising for the lack of uploads over the Christmas period. But subscribers have come and gone. I understand that because of the lack of uploads and the lack of content. So that's okay, but thank you to everybody who has been sticking around. And I'm looking forward to starting a new campaign over here in the east of Europe over this. So it's definitely going to be Eastern Europe. It's going to be one of the Hordes or it's going to be Muscovy. It's going to be one of those. I'm not entirely sure which one yet. But the Great Horde was certainly a fun playthrough, my goodness. The one mistake I've not made, though, is I've not actually reformed the government yet. I should probably do that. Although the stability hit is brutal, but I'd like to switch to the technology group of Muslim and things like that. And yeah, not too bad a playthrough. This has gone okay. In particular, my idea choice has been rather interesting. I picked admin ideas in the end for that fantastic core creation reduction, which ties in well with the Horde ideas of core creation cost, meaning pretty soon my cores, the cost of coring is going to be 50% cheaper. So looking forward to that. And I picked defensive ideas because everybody else around me had a morale boost. In particular, Muscovy had the shock damage, although they lost that when they formed Russia, so the Russian troops are actually pretty paperish right now. So they're pretty easy. And also people like Transoceania have the morale of armies national idea, I think, from traditions. Yes, they do. And Uzbek had a similar sort of thing. They picked defensive ideas as well. They went down pretty much the same route as me. We were allies for a long time, but I eventually turned on them, and when Chagatai declared war over this way, they're now allies, but when Chagatai declared war and nicked some land over here, things changed, and I swooped in there and nicked a pile of Uzbek lands. I think there's, yeah, I actually have some Uzbek culture provinces that I need to core and convert. Kebab has been relatively passive in this game, which is quite interesting. They've sort of taken provinces here and there, but not been that aggressive. Initially, they start as historical rivals as well, which is quite interesting. So I was quite surprised that I managed to get this alliance. They do actually want a bunch of my provinces, but they keep calling me into wars. I keep honouring them, and the trust has built up, and they're now actually friendly towards me, which is cool. But yeah, there we go. So that's just summarised this particular game in a nutshell. But yeah, so in January, February at the very least, we're going to be playing EU4. We're going to play with 1.24 patch with a couple of DLCs. We're going to be playing The Sims, and I'm going to look to finish off the Age of Empires 3 campaigns as well. So cheers for watching, guys. Thank you to everyone who's stuck around. Thank you to everybody who subscribes as a result of this. And I hope you enjoy the content that's coming up. So thanks for watching, guys, and join me for my playthroughs with myself, Matt the Tomato. Cheers for watching.